The Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. is a reminder of the courage and dedication of the men and women who served during the Vietnam War. The memorial was started by the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund in 1979. They wanted to erect a memorial that recognized the individuals who served in Vietnam, separate from the complicated politics and policies related to the war. Through the largest design competition the U.S. has ever seen, they eventually selected the design of 21-year-old architecture student Maya Lin. The memorial's architectural, cultural, and personal qualities make it a lasting American icon. The task of actually erecting the monument was given to a then young Yale architecture student named Maya Lin. Lin, now a prominent architect and artist, was chosen from a field of almost 1,500, the largest design competition in the history of the U.S. A distinguished panel of artists and architects unanimously chose Lin's design as the appropriate fit for the memorial. The choice brought about mixed reactions and many controversies arose from the public. The loudest reaction to the decision was from a group of war veterans who strongly opposed the selection of Lin's design. It was brought up that the memorial looks like a huge scar in the earth that the U.S. is trying to cover up, which reflected the negative attitude most people in the U.S. had towards the war. Also, the sheer fact that the memorial did not look like a typical memorial with statues and large towering structures was also a debated issue. The abstraction of the memorial became a problem with many people. But in spite of all the opposition, Maya Lin basically kept the memorial the same, except for additions of a flagpole and a sculpture of 3 American soldiers, which was the compromise between Lin and her opposition. Lin wanted the memorial to be a park within a park, a quiet and protected place unto itself, but also be in harmony with the landscape and the site. Her design called for a V-shaped wall emerging from and receding into the ground. The walls were sunk into the ground, and it gives the effect that the walls are going into but at the same time coming out of the landscape. The wall is 10 feet high at its vertex, and 2 walls which extend outward dwindle down to a height of 8 inches at its lowest point. The names of the deceased and missing are carved into the black granite wall in chronological order, seemingly uniting thousands of names on the wall into a whole. A person's reflection would show on the black granite, which Lin intentionally did to show metaphorically that the person walking alongside the wall and the names on it become one. Lin wanted people to feel as if they were escaping the chaotic and hectic environment of the city as you descend into the center of the memorial and be secluded with the names on the wall, then ascend back into the bustling city life. The memorial is very evocative yet subtle in form. Its simplicity and abstraction adds to the message Maya Lin was trying to convey, which was to give people a sense of the overwhelming numbers and memorialize the whole, not the individual. The memorial is a tangible symbol of recognition for Vietnam veterans. It is a powerfully evocative, minimalist structure that draws the attention of people to the structure itself, and more importantly, to the ideals behind the monument. This one structure made of simple black granite was able to bring closure to personal heartaches as well as decades of political turmoil by collectively turning our focus onto what truly mattered. The Vietnam Veterans Memorial is a true architectural testament to the men and women who served this country during one of the most uneasy periods in U.S. history.